My name is Ingvild Skorpen. I'm a senior at Hawaii Pacific University, and I am expected to graduate in May 2015. I am a journalism and communication major, and today I'm gonna talk about my future job application at a company called Helly Hansen. I will be applying for a position as a marketing and communication trainee, and Helly Hansen is a sports brand from Norway. I'm from Norway, so I think this is a perfect fit for me, as well as I can use my major to proceed in my career. Um, First, in this speech, I'm going to present a little bit about myself. I'm going to talk about my resume. I'm also going to give you a little brief history of Helly Hansen, and then I'm going to talk about my business communication terminologies that I find most important. So let's get started. Um, so about myself, I'm 22 years old. Like I said, I'm a senior at HPU. I am an athlete. I'm on the women's basketball team, and I also competed in cross country. I have previous experience within the field, such as working for Nike, and I also worked for Helly Hansen before. And I kind of, I hope I am nice, I'm active, I'm trustworthy, and I like to learn new things. I'm a quick learner, and I'm a self starter. A little bit of history about Helly Hansen. It was started in 1877 by Helly Jewel Hansen and his wife Margaret. Um, they wanted to make something different, such as a oil-based protected gear to use against the rain. In the first 5 years, they sold 10,000 pieces, which is a lot, and they received a diploma at the Paris Expo in 1878. Um, Throughout the 20th century, they have developed the three-layer system, which has been very successful. That is based on a base layer, a mid layer, and then the protected gear on the outside. In 1949, they developed something called Helux, which is a tin sheet of translucent plastic sewn into waterproof coats. This protects against any kind of weather, which is pretty much Helly Hansen's big thing. They want to make clothes that protects against the human nature. And in the 1970s, they produced something called LIFA, which is their warm layer. It's a part of their three-layer system, but it kind of takes away the mid layer. It's a great way to keep yourself warm, and that's also something Helly Hansen is expanding on. They want to do more on the, besides sailing, they want to do more on the winter clothing. In 1980, they produced something called Helitech, which is something beyond Helux, which is also protecting their other gear. And then you have, in general, their gear is used by sailors, skiers, adventurers. It's full protection, and and they are exploring other fields within performance gear. Okay, it stopped. I can just cut that out later. So to proceed, a little bit about my resume. I've been working within the field before, like I said. I used to be a sales associate at the Helly Hansen flagship store in Oslo. So I worked there for a year, and I worked there for a summer, and I have a lot of contacts, and I know a lot about their clothing, which I've considered kind of, I would say, that's something that's good for me. and it's also something I like to work with. A sports brand. I also work for Nike, and which is their competitor, but at the same time, it's something that I can bring. I can bring what I've learned from Nike. I can bring that into Helly Hansen, and um, the sports clothing and the field kind of is very interesting to me. I am a mystery shopper, so that's very interesting. I learn about customer service from the other side, and um, I that's another part of being a quick learner. You kind of pick up what to do and what not to do when you're working with customers. And I have been working at team relocations as an assistant. It was interesting because I was interacting with a lot of people from around the world, which is another thing I look at as um, a thing or something I can use in the future. I communicate well in both English and Norwegian, and being that I have a degree from another country, I feel like I can use my language in a big way to affect the future of the company. And I'm also a basketball coach. Very interesting. Uh, it's fun. You work with kids and you work with a lot of new people. So that's something that I think you wouldn't necessarily think of it as I would say, a benefit, but it's fun. So you can definitely bring some of the aspects from the athletic side into a job environment. So a little bit about my education. I was an exchange student in 2009 in Iowa, which was amazing. I learned a lot, and it kind of started my whole college thing. I wanted to go to college in the U.S., and being in Red Oak kind of developed a lot of things that I didn't know about myself. Like I said, I'm a future graduate at HPU, and I graduated high school in 2011. So my business communication philosophy, I think there's several things that are very important. Communication in general is one of the most important things to have a successful business. But nowadays, companies are expanding abroad. They're looking to customers in other countries. Globalization is a big, big part of it. And I think that interacting with people with a different culture from different etiquettes are very important, and being able to understand and showing interest in how they're doing things and learning more about that before you do business is probably one of the number one things today. And with a job at Helly Hansen, I would definitely have to like look into other cultures and learn about other ways of doing stuff. So globalization is a big part. Verbal and nonverbal communication. So today, a lot of people communicate through Skype, being that companies are expanding across the world. Your nonverbal communication is very important. How you like tell a story through your body language expressions, and just showing emotions towards the customer, future partner is very important. And I think that's very important for businesses looking to um, make it big in the world in general. So being able to communicate well, both verbally and non-verbally, is a key factor to be successful. And then the last one is active listening. Um, it's about respect. It's about showing interest and then not interrupting when people are talking. It's you want to do what you want to do to others what you expect them to do to you. So I think that being an active listener and understanding that people have something to say, but you gotta just let them express it in their way, and you will always get your turn. So being an active listener is definitely one of the key factors also to having a successful business, as well as um, expanding and working with people from all over the world and getting to know people in general. You would have to want to you will want to make a good impression on other people, so expect the same thing, and like I said, do to others what you want them to do to you. Thank you.